Alright, so the wind's going the other direction. So the wind is coming in from the northwest. So we can remember that when we get out of the water. Alright, so we're hooked up there, got the pedals, and we're gonna get up. I think the water's that way. We're gonna hit about. You know, while we're here, let's do a little hover practice. Whoops. Alright, so here's the deal. We're gonna do a little hover practice. They always say look out kind of in the horizon so you can kind of see what's going on and kind of help you establish where you're at, as opposed to looking right down here, because then it's your adjustments are really hard. So you kind of look out, you hold your collective or your cyclic stick rather, your cyclic, you hold it very steady. You don't do any quick jerks. You kind of have to anticipate what's going to happen. At some point it becomes a feel and you just kind of feel it. All right, on the collective side, we're going to try to get at about 25 to 30 torque right in here somewhere. Right, and that's going to give us just enough lift to get up off the ground, but not to go crazy. All right, now I got shit on that side I got to watch out for, so the hovering may not work here too well, but we'll give it a go. All right, so, and what the idea is that because once you get going, the rotor's going to create torque, and the body of the helicopter is going to want to go counter-clockwise or counter to that. So we're going to have to apply some left rudder to kind of keep it pointing in this direction. So we'll see what happens. We'll go up. It's a little bit different every time, it seems like. For me, I'm a new pilot, but you know, you just got to jump in and kind of figure shit out as you go. So we're going to get our collective, and we're watching our torque climb. We're pushing up on the collective. Collective ain't working. There we go. There we go. All right. So I got that locked in. Pulling back on the stick. I'll see. There we go. Getting some movement out of it. So again, we're watching that torque right here. We want that to get to about 25-ish, 20 to 25-ish, and that's going to create just enough lift to get me off the ground. So easy, I'm going to ease into it right about there somewhere, just over 20. So a little bit off the ground, right there. I'm a little bit on the ground still. So I'm going to kind of look out. Really tight right here with them. We're just gonna move on. Too much shit right here. Whoa! Hit the ground, bro. All right, let's get out of here. So I wasn't able to really hover right there, or to do any kind of hovering. So we're just gonna move on. We're gonna come out here in the water. There's some boats out here. We're gonna do some nose in practice some nose in turns. Okay, so I gotta remember my. So we're heading southeast. When we come back land, yeah, it's at the light tower. The light tower is my indicator along the coastline. So this is England. It's beautiful. And the wind is coming in from behind us when we left the base. So that wind is coming in from the northwest. So we gotta remember that when we're out here doing our little nose in turns. Alright, and I got my doors open. And I like flying with my doors open. Tried to fly over that castle the other day, but over that little thing. There we go. Alright, so we got a lighthouse out here. We're going to practice some nose in turns. So the idea of the nose in turn is that we're going to keep our nose pointing in one direction, in the same direction, and we're going to use our rudders to turn the back part of turn the tail end of the helicopter, which is going to turn us in the loop. By doing that, it's going to keep our nose going in the same direction. We're going to practice it right here just off the water. It's going to be really tough because I got no way of, if I do something wrong, I got no way of recovering. So the idea is, you get your collective about where you want it. You know, keep it to maintain this height. So right now we're at about 175 feet off the water. So I'm going to apply some left rudder. See how the tail end starts to spin over towards the right. And I'm going to adjust my collective as I go around. So I'm going to try to keep that light tower in front of me, my nose at it. But as I turn, the helicopter's going to want to go up and down. So I've got to constantly be adjusting my collective. But when I say constantly, I mean I'm barely moving it. I'm not really moving it too much. But I'm moving it enough. Let me just get up and start over. Started this one wrong. Alright, let's get over here and start over. I got a little bit too much of stuttering this morning. Like that. Alright, so let's jump into this nose in turn again. There's my target right there. I'm going to try to just maintain a turn around this lighthouse. I'm going to start way up here. I'm going to end up working my way down, I know. This is tough because I'm doing it over the water. And I'm just above the, I mean, I'm less than, probably 200 feet above the water. So it's it's actually almost all left rudder. But it's increments of it, so it's not going to be pushed in all the way. And the collective is going to be, you're going to be adjusting it up and down. So let me get my nose in. I want to point it right that light tower as much as I can. Alright, so this is where I kind of want to stay. This is my goal. Alright, so I'm going to I'm applying the left rudder, as you can see, and it's turning my tail end over towards the right. Now, I'm adjusting my, oh darn it, that wind's catching me. Yeah. So, I'm using my collective, it's an amount of lift and torque. So, see, as I pull up on my collective, it acts more like it's supposed to, normal helicopter functions. Up on the collective, more left. But as I want to swing my tail end over to the right more, I push down on the collective. I relieve some of the torque. But it also wants to send me down. I'm going to start descending. So it's a constant battle. Let's see if I can get a good one out of here. Let me get up a little bit. Let me get the feel of it. And again, a lot of this is just feel. After you've been flying for a bit, you kind of just know what your helicopter's doing. Here we go. I'm on a good track. So again, I got left pedal all the way in, and I'm adjusting my collective. That's working my lift and my torque. Since I need to spin the tail end faster to the right, then I would decrease my collective. I push down on it, but it also sends me down towards the water. So it's a constant, a little bit here, a little bit there, in order for it to work. And it's tough because I'm just above the water. Alright, so we'll try one more time. Here we go. So I'm pushing down because I want to maintain this level. And I want to keep this nose in turn. There we go. So again, I'm adjusting collective. I'm adjusting the amount of left pedal I'm giving it. I am giving it a lot though. There's no doubt about that. So like right here, I want to spin my rotor, my tail end over, so I push it on the collective. We're going to have to recover right away. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go jack with these boats. Now, you thought that was hard. Doing it right at sea level, right above the water, man, that's tough. All right, let's pick up this little tug. What's up, Bert? work the collective up and down real gently like. And again, it's a lot of torque, so we're dealing a lot with the torque. That's what gets that your rudder, your tail end to swing right faster. It's swinging to the right, but it's just not going very fast sometimes. So if you oh shit. Oh boy, yeah, that was close. I thought I was gonna lose that. Oh, and I still may lose it. Here we go. What a recovery. What a recovery. Alright, let's try that again. Shit. It's early in the morning here. A little J turn. Oh shit, here we go. Woof. I've been crazy today. Look at this. Yes. Crazy. Crazy flying today. Crazy flying today. Alright, here we are again. There's my target right there. That little tug. Oh, well, a little boat. I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm going to call it the tug. A little fishing boat. That little fishing boat. That's what we're calling it. Alright, so I'm going to do some turns around it. I'm going to kind of establish some feel for this water. Woo! Oh, that's low. That's super low. Alright, goddamn, can I maintain it right here? We'll see. What kind of skill pilot I am. I got no room for error, as you can see. So I'm heavy left rudder. Man, I'll tell you, it's super fast today. I just can't seem to get it. Alright, here we go though. Alright, here we go. I'm getting it. Alright. Let me just go around it a few times, establish my pace. That was scary. Oh, my seat's wrong. Here we go. Now I'm better. Alright. This guy's saying, what the hell are you doing? Alright, so now we're going to practice some pedal turns and some nose-in turns. Ooh, I'm awfully close. Alright, so the idea is to keep my nose pointing at that little fishing boat. And I'm just going to kind of drift around. Oh shit, he's moving too, though. I think he's got a little, maybe not. Damn, I'm just not getting it this morning. Alright, we'll get it. We'll get it. Just level everything out a minute. We'll do another one down the road. Let's give me a little heartache. Heartache. Alright, well, here we're going to do practice lessons. Alright, let's go. There's one over here I want to catch. Fly right above the water. It says I'm 30 feet above the water, but we're going to go higher. Oh, we'll have some block. We'll have the. Hopefully, we'll have those that little cliff blocking some more wind. Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be nice and smooth. All right. So today we're gonna practice some nose-in turns. What that means is that the nose of my helicopter is gonna keep pointing in that direction. In the same direction, and my rudder, my tail end is going to spin around. We do that by using rudder pedals and collecting. Alright, so here's my target, this guy, this little fishing boat. Oh yeah, it's much nicer over here. I can already tell there's not much wind on this end. Alright, so we're going to do some nose-in turns to kind of establish my level, my altitude here. And it's real risky being this close to the water, but you know, it's a challenge this morning. So, I'm going to keep my nose in. I got lots of left pedal in. And I'm adjusting my collective. By doing so, it obviously creates lift, but it also creates more torque or less torque. So, as I want my back end to spin faster to the right, then I'm going to push down on the collective just a bit. Let me quit talking so I can focus here. Which is going to spin my tail end around faster. If if I don't need it to go so fast, then I just raise up on the collective. But as you can see, I got no room for error because I'm just above the water. All right, we need to quit talking and just kind of focus on making this pretty. See, I need to spin it on, spin the tail end, so I push it on the collective just a bit, but it's going to want to it's going to start making me drop, descending, so it's a constant battle. There's a real fine line. All right, I'm going to quit talking and I'm just going to see if I can do it. Get my mind right. Flying a helicopter is a lot about finesse, and you know that saying, you don't think, you just do, and that's what the flying helicopter is about. You don't really think, you just do. You're taking all the visuals, and then your body, your muscle memory just takes over. I got sloppy. All right, so let me go over one more time, see if I can grab one more good one. Whew. Exhilarating. All right, so we see this guy, there's a perp on it, we gotta check, we gotta see what's going on. We got an emergency call saying this boat was just drifting out here, so we're gonna do a little nose in turn. Going awfully fast to make this turn though. It's almost like that. Oh shit. There we go. Come on, we're lifting. We're lifting, baby. Alright, let me settle in, settle in, settle in. Settle in. Alright, so here we are again. We quit talking. Focus. I told him my left pedal didn't work at all that time. Spray coming off the water, that's cool. Let's see if I can do some hovering next time. Alright guys, well, it was tough this morning. Let's see if I can maybe hover, real slow hover turn, nose in, hover turn. Boy, this is just really tough on this top of this water. There we go. So I'm applying a little bit of cyclic, but you know, it's really just a feel. I honestly, get over. I just can't do it. I'm too low to the ground, maybe, or something. I don't know. It's a tough one this morning. It's not quite a nose in turn, but I like it. There we go. I just lose it right there for some reason. I gotta kick it around. Just maybe the object's too small. All right, let's move on. All right, guys. So that was the real BS tutorial on how to do nose in hover turns. And I'm in the UH-1 Huey, my favorite plane, my favorite chopper rather. All right, let's go see if we can do one more nose in turn around this. Yeah, that shadow's beautiful. We can do some nose in practice some nose-in turns. Oops. Around this lighthouse. I'm gonna hit it with the big old J-turn. Watch this. All right, so I'm about according to this thing, 22 feet off the ground, off the water. Really. I'm hauling ass. Sure feels like I am anyway in VR. I got my collectives. I'm doing Oculus Quest 2. I'm using my collectives as my joystick and my cyclic and my collective. Created this wonderful flight stick and the collective mount, controller mount. All right, so there we are. There. Watch this. I'll haul ass. Put back on the stick. Hard left rudder, and there's my J-turn. That was kind of big. I'll take it. All right, so we're gonna practice doing some nose-in, hovering turns around this lighthouse. All right, so it's a lot of left rudder, a lot of movement in the collective. You're not moving it very much, but you're moving it often because the collective is going to create lift and also create a lot of torque. So your pedals step in, they come in and they counter that torque. They turn the back end of your chopper to go either right or left. So as I'm doing this, there are times when I need to get my tail end to spin faster, like right there. So I have to push down on the collective, which releases some of the torque. But it also makes me descend. So it's a constant dance with it. See right there, I need to turn my rotor, so I push in, my tail end, so I push in on my collective a bit, then I have to adjust right away. That I did too much there, and it caused me to start descending too quickly. Like right here, I need to turn heavy turn. I need to get my tail end over to the right. And guys, I'm doing this narrating as I'm flying, so it may not make sense all the time. So just bear with me. It's hard to talk and concentrate and get a feel for this. A lot of flying helicopter is feel. You know, it's that thing you don't think, you just do. That's very true in a helicopter. All right, so here we go. I'm liking this. Let me get a better run at it. A little choppy this morning for some reason. My settings are a little screwy. All right, so let me level the plane now. It's chopper. Let's level it. I want to be at about... Really not watching any instruments, you know. Looking out the window and I'm observing what I'm seeing, and I'm using my muscle memory just to kind of make it work. I'm really not thinking much. I'm just kind of doing. All right, we're gonna practice some nose-in hovering turns around this lighthouse. So it's a lot of left rudder. Lots of movement on the collective because you want your tail end to spin around faster sometimes. And by moving the collective up and down, it creates lift, but it also releases some of the torque, which allows my tail end to swing around to the right. But it also makes me descend in my altitude. So it's a constant dance. I'm gonna quit talking for a minute so I can focus. See there, I needed to spin my tail end faster. Not too fast, because I don't want to overturn like I just did right there. So, let's see if I can get a few more good turns in here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty low to the ground. I got no room for error. Alright, this looks like it's going on a good one here. Alright, not too much right turn. Not too much. So it's a constant collective dance. Release some of my rudder pedals just to... Woo! My rotor's almost hit that son of a gun. Alright, so here we go. Alright guys, you can see this is a lot harder than it looks. Really tough. But you know what? In doing all this kind of practicing, man, it has way improved my helicopter skills. I can hover now, and I didn't even try to hover. I didn't intend to learn how to hover. Just by doing this, it just kind of came to me, oh, this is how you hover. I can pretty much hover, you know, pretty good, not on a dime, but I got the skills down now. And it also has helped me improve my landing. Just being able to have this kind of control of the helicopter, because helicopter flies like nothing else. It's not even supposed to fly. but yet here we are up in the air with it. They say that flying helicopter is like you're constantly correcting problems. They say that a lot of drummers would be good helicopter pilots, or a lot of helicopter pilots would be good drummers, because helicopter pilot's always adjusting something. It's never everything is going wrong, and he's adjusting it so that it actually flies. Just like a drummer, he's having to keep time every single time, all the time, constantly keeping time. So that's kind of relate those two together. And ironically, I'm a drummer as well. All right, let's get out of this one. Might as well do something really challenging. See if we can hover over here around these choppers and around these tugs. Look at that guy. Let's see if we can get around this guy. Well, I'm not doing anything easy today. That's for darn sure. That's a big ass crane coming out over here. We don't want to hit. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can. Easy one. There we go. Come on. Come on. Get up. There we go. And in the helicopter, man, nothing is instant. You have to kind of anticipate what's it doing, what's it feel like, and then you gotta anticipate the move. Look at that shadow. Beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna try doing this. Oh man, it's real nice water. Look at that. There's no breeze. Alright, we're gonna try doing this. Nose and putter turns right here in this little cove. See if I can get this to work. Alright, there we go. You know, at some point you quit watching. You just kind of look out your window and see, all right, what do I need to do? My brain is just taking over. I'm not even really paying attention to it. I'm not thinking what I need to do. I just know how my aircraft flies, and I'm adjusting accordingly. Lots of muscle memory. Let's see if I can give me a good turn in here. Come on. I'm going really fast to be making these things. This was some kind of assault. We'd be blowing the shit out of that thing. There we go. So I get a good pedal turn. Nose in, hover turn. I believe is what they're called. Let's see. We're getting here in a minute. Alright. Here we go. We're settling in. Settle. I don't think I saw a fishing line in the water. Wow. Alright, let's just get out of here. It's not my day this morning. Let's get out of here. My settings are a little weird. Northwest to the base. Oh man, it's a good place for hovering. Alright, let's just go. You got that statue of that guy or something. That's kind of badass. So here we are in France, countryside of France. We're going to practice some nose-in hover turns around that. So the idea of a nose-in hover turn is that your nose is going to keep somewhat staying pointing the same direction, and your tail end is going to go in a circle like this around it. That's the idea. That's called a nose-in hover turn, I believe. So I'm fairly new to helicopters. So I'm learning as I go, but I know enough, I think, to show you at least a little bit, give you an idea of how hover turns work, and to give you my input on what I do to make it work. So as you can see, I'm using the Oculus Quest 2 headset, and I'm using my controllers for the collective and the cyclic. And I've got Cytec rudder pedals connected to my PC, and I'm flying the PCS Huey UH1 over France. I got a pilot, but I don't like him. I'm going to make him go away, and I got my doors open because I like the noise. All right, so here we go. We're going to kind of establish a nice, decent altitude, but I'm going to get way lower than this. Now, this is very high off the ground. I'm going to try to stay level with the ground there at the top of it. As you can see, I got some things I got to watch out for, and I don't have a whole lot of room for error. I'm going to be fairly close to the ground. But it'll be a fun challenge. So I'm going to kind of go in. This is a good distance away. I'm going to end up drifting in like I always do, but I haven't quite mastered all that yet. So I'm slowing down a bit. I'm getting my nose pointed in the direction I want. And I'm kind of finding the range of my collective. Where does it like to sit? Right now, I think it likes it right about there. So I'm going to give a lot of heavy left rudder, and I'm just going to drift around it. So as I give, see, but I have to, it's a constant collective. I gotta watch out for those things. So it's constant collective, and maybe sometimes I reduce the amount of left pedal. Usually though, in this case, because I'm really tight, making a really tight circle, I kind of do a lot of collective up and down. So when I push down on the collective, it makes my tail end swing to the right faster. And as I lift up, it slows it all down, but I need it. But as I push down on the collective, it also changes the lift. So my chopper starts to descend. So it's a constant push and pull up and down of the collective, and it's just tweaking of the rudder pedals to keep me kind of pointing in the same direction. Ooh, getting kind of close. All right, let me back away a bit. But I tell you, by doing this practicing this technique, this aspect of helicopter piloting, man, it has way improved my landings, my sense of the cockpit, and the sense of how my control and my collective and my cycling all work together. It really has improved my helicopter skills. Now, forgive me if I'm using wrong terms and stuff, but I'm actually narrating this as I'm flying it, so I'm not focusing on really anything. I'm kind of right in the middle. As you can see, this takes a lot of effort, man. It's constant up and down on the collective, heavy left rudder, and you got to kind of anticipate what the chopper's doing before it does it. And nothing is fast in a chopper. Everything is really, there's like a lag time in it, so you have to anticipate that lag. So don't let it get away from you without making an adjustment. Alright, so here, this is a good one. I like this. Okay, I'm a little too high, so I'm going to lower my collective just to bring me down. But by doing so, it's also going to make the ass end of my chopper spin towards the right faster. See how it's spinning around? But I'm also descending, so I have to be careful with that. I have to catch it before I get too far. And again, they're real subtle movements. This is really sloppy, but I hope you're getting the idea of how this works. And, you know, the fact that you need to be practicing these things if you're a helicopter pilot or want to be. Man, this is really beneficial to you because you learn, like I said, you learn to hover. You learn how the chopper and the torque works, how they work together with the collective and the pedals and the amount of torque. It's really challenging to do it. So I'm just going to keep it really heavy that way. And I'm using some cycling. Actually, I don't even realize what I'm doing, honestly, so I have to remind myself, hey, how much cycling am I actually using here? I'm actually not using very much. Obviously, I got to keep the bank right, you know, but I'm not using very much. It doesn't seem like I am. I'm keeping some pressure that way, but it's really all cyclic, but it's really all rudder and the collective. I'm using the cyclic to keep the chopper flat, you know, level. But it's really not that much. See right there, I gave it a little bit too much. I'll let the collective stayed down too much, and it kind of threw me off because my chopper drifted to the right too much. All right, so now that we're here, let's see if I can do some hovering. I'm just going to kind of pick a target on that chapel, I guess, in front of me. Oops. There we go. Just going to kind of keep it, and I'm just going to let my mind kind of do what it needs to do. Tell my muscles, hey, do this, do that. So I'm kind of hovering. I got no vertical speed on my indicators there, which is nice. But as I apply left rudder, it's going to make me lift, you see, because it's creating that torque in the top. So it's a constant up and down of the cyclic. Where do I want to be? See, now when I push it a lot of left, it makes me rise. Yeah, no, you don't like that. I don't like that either. All right, there we go. Let's establish some spot right here. This feels good. All right, up, 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 up. All right, I gotta watch all this. All right, I want to smooth this out here eventually, fellas. I promise I am. I may not end up where I want to end up, but I'll be hovering now. All right. Let's see if I can hover. This is pretty shot. Let's see if I can hover right here. Can he do it? Can he do it? Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so I'm going to have to keep some left rudder in. Just turn me over that way. There we go. Ah. Getting away from me. Let's see if we can go through here without hitting my rotors on that shit. Alright, let's work our way through that. Don't even get me to try to do a hover turn to the right. Coming to the left. Yeah, that was hard. Alright, let's recover and get out of here, guys. Let's just move on. Alright, so that's going to conclude the training for today. That was fun. I hope you got something out of it. You know, again, I always appreciate when you guys like my videos because the algorithm loves it. And like when you share my stuff, because I want everybody to know how to do this. And subscribe because I'd like to at some point be able to monetize my YouTube channel. Not only that, but I also on this channel I have how to build my flight stick. And as you can see, they are pretty daggum amazing with anything that's center mounted, and it's got a low, it's mounted to the floor, so, or mounted to a base on the floor, so it's got a very low pivot point, very much like a real chopper, or like you know, older airplane types, F-14s. You know, oops, let me get out of this thing so I don't land in there. But again, guys, I appreciate it. Spread the good word. Keep watching. I'm going to try to give you more chopper training videos. I'm digging this Huey. Let's see if I can do something in here right quick. Woo, 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 woo. Let's see if I can do it. Nose down. Kind of like, oh shit. Not liking that at all. Nope, not liking that. Come on, baby, recover. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, guys, so next time, off till, hopefully I'll see you next time if I don't run into anything. Let me get out of here. Shit. This is getting ugly.